Good morning, children. Today we are going to discuss lesson 3, The Shepherd's Treasure. You know a shepherd who keeps sheep as a pet, and his livelihood depends on the sheep. Here, Shepherd's Treasure. Perhaps you have heard name treasury, where the money is kept, and you can say the Shepherd's Treasure. But this was Shepherd's Treasure is different from the treasury in which money is kept. Certain points are important for you. A poor shepherd once lived in Iran. What is capital of Iran? Tehran. Okay. Though uneducated, shepherd was uneducated. The word uneducated is opposite of educated. He was uneducated, he was very wise and helpful. You should remember this. The shepherd was wise and helpful and uneducated. The king decided to meet him in disguise, in a hiding manner, जिसको भेष बदलना कहेंगे. भेष बदलकर राजा ने उससे मिलने का निर्णय किया. In a village in Iran, there once lived a shepherd. He was very poor. He did not have even a small cottage, hut, house of his own. Do you understand? He has not his own house or hut or cottage. He had never been to school or learned to read and write, for there were very few schools in those days. That is why he was poor. And generally, poor people do not go to school. They earn their livelihood from very beginning. You have to remember the poor shepherd was uneducated. Though poor and uneducated, the shepherd was very wise. He understood people's sorrows, griefs, and troubles, sufferings, problems, and helped them face their problems with courage and common sense. Many people came to him for advice. Soon he became famous for his wisdom and friendly nature. The king of that country heard about him and thought of meeting him. What is present form of thought? Think. Yes, think, thought, meeting him. Disguised, I have told you, disguise, a hiding manner, disguised as a shepherd and riding on a mule. Mule is very closely related to ass, but it is different. It looks like a horse also. Mule, you can see in the picture, but it is neither a horse nor an ass. So both the characteristic, you can find the characteristics of a horse and an ass in a mule. One day the king came to the cave where the wise shepherd lived. You know, the shepherd had not his own house, so he lived in a cave. Raja went to the cave to meet the shepherd. As soon as the shepherd saw, what is saw? What is present form of saw? This is see, S-E-E. See, saw, seen. As soon as the shepherd saw the traveler coming towards the cave, he rose to welcome him. Means shepherd rose to welcome the king. He took the tired traveler inside the cave. Gave him water to drink and a share of his own meager meal. That was very simple meal, food. You can say meager, inexpensive. That was not very costly food shared with him. The king rested for the night in the cave and was greatly impressed, greatly influenced by the shepherd's hospitality. This is not hospital. Be careful. Hospitality, welcome of a guest. It means welcome of a guest. Hospitality and wise conversation. Conversation is talk. Dear children, you have to remember the difficult meaning. You have to read this lesson again and again. You have to listen this video again and again so that you may understand it. Try to read the remaining part of this lesson by yourself. I think if you understand, you will be very happy, and I think you will develop a habit of self-reading. Self-reading is very important for everyone to develop a language. Okay? So I hope so. Thank you, children.